Carlos Ruiz for Regular News, catching up with soon to be making his professional debut, Anthony Cuba, 17 years old, on the Leo Santa Cruz versus Gervonta Davis undercard on October 31st. Anthony, talk to us about what this means to you, making your professional debut on such a huge card.
It's great. It's exciting because it's allowing me to be able to throw myself out there with such a great platform to fight on. And also, it's my first fight, so of course I'm going to be a little nervous and excited.
All right. You were telling me a little bit about yourself. I was asking you how is it that you were discovered by Team Santa Cruz. Can you go ahead and share that with the audience?
So when I first started boxing, my coach Armando Santa Cruz, he used to train me since I was like 15 years old. And then he brought me down here like a couple months ago to come spar. And then they wanted me to stay as their team, on their team.
I've been asking some of your teammates what it is, what you could bring to the sport of boxing. What is it that you're bringing once you make your professional debut?
I'm going to bring a lot of action. I'm going to bring a lot of speed, a lot of movement. I'm going to show a couple moves out there. Be an exciting fighter, you know. Be explosive. Give the fans what they want.
Okay. Some of the compliments you've received here at Team Santa Cruz gym. You've sparred with Jerry Perez. You've sparred with the champion. So what are some of the things Team Santa Cruz is saying about yourself? A lot of people don't know who Anthony Cuba is yet.
Well, they say that I have great movement. They say that my head movement is great. That it's always hard to hit me, and that I have great speed, and that I hit really hard.
Okay. Why boxing? How did you start training for boxing?
Well, ever since I was a little kid, funny story, but my dad and my uncles would go out to restaurants, and then like they have their own sons, my cousins, and then we go in the parking lot, and we always used to fight. So I always loved fighting, and then my dad just brought me to boxing, and I love boxing ever since because I was able to fight and be myself.
How many times did you get in trouble before you actually started training?
In trouble?
Champ?
Like how? Like, what do you mean by in trouble? What do you mean by in trouble?
Did you ever get into a fight without
like street fights?
Without the gym, yeah, street fights?
No, I never got into trouble. No one like ever like really tried to like challenge me like at school or nothing. Like I would always just be like on my own. I wouldn't really fight too many. I wouldn't fight. There'll be a couple times like people like try to argue with me, but like no, they wouldn't fight me.
Well, what's your demeanor like? What's Anthony Cuba like away from the gym?
Goofy kid. I like to play games. I like to hang out with people. I always like to play basketball.
Okay.
I'm still like, how do you say it? Like I'm always boxing 24/7. Like I'm always shadow boxing outside. I'm always training, running. But I'm normally like a calm, nice individual. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm mean or rude.
Right.
I'm kind. I like playing games.
What about school? Are you still in high school?
Yeah, I'm still in high school. I'm my senior year. I'm completing my senior year.
How is this COVID thing treating you? A lot of you guys are doing their online classes. How do you like that?
I can't really like learn too much. It's more just like getting your work done instead of learning anymore.
So you say you grew up in the Rancho Cucamonga area? Is that where you were born?
I was born in Los Angeles, California. But then as soon as I was around 1 year old, my family moved down over here to Fontana, and I grew up over here ever since.
And you were telling me you are half Mexican, half Cubano, right?
Yeah, half Cuban, half Mexican. But my dad's Cuban, but the rest of my family was born in America, so I'm technically Cuban American.
Okay. And what's if you were to choose a favorite dish of yours, which one would that be? Would it be a Mexican dish or a Cuban?
I'd say a Cuban dish. I love Cuban food.
All right. So if I name a few dishes out there, you will know what they are?
Basic, the Cuban sandwich, the shredded meat, con frijoles negros. Those are really good.
About ropa vieja.
Oh, I love that. Ropa vieja is great. And then there's this chicken. I don't know I forgot the sauce on it. I think it's a cilantro sauce.
Okay.
But that's great as well.
What about mariquitas? You like those?
Mariquitas, they're alright.
They're alright?
Yeah.
Talk to us about your opponent and what the fight fans will be expecting to see on October 31st. Is your fight gonna be streamed by any means, you know?
I don't know if my fight's gonna be streamed necessarily. I think I'm gonna be able to have it on my Instagram live.
Okay.
So I'll be able to show have it there. But I don't think it's gonna be streamed by any other platforms that I know of. But I'm fighting an individual named Leon Cavalli. He's 1-1. He's a taller individual, 6 foot, but I'll be able to handle it.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to share with the fight fans before we go ahead and close this interview?
I think you guys should always go check out the fight on October 31st in San Antonio, Texas, with Leo Santa Cruz versus Dank Davis. It's going to be a great fight, pay-per-view. You wouldn't want to miss it.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your time. 17-year-old Anthony Cuba making his pro debut on the Santa Cruz versus Davis undercard. Do not miss it. He's training here with Team Santa Cruz. He's a future son in making. Thank you very much, Anthony.
Thank you.